Okay, here's some 2-inch screws that Mommy got from the hardware store, and I got a drill bit that's almost the same size as the threads. You see that? I don't necessarily have to go with one a little bit smaller than that. Actually, you know, maybe I should, because see, this screw is still pretty long. Once I put it in my drill, catch it about there, it's going beyond the threads of the screw, right? So I probably should go one less. Had I not been able to drill up all the way, let's say these screws were longer, then I could go with this same size or a smaller bit. So I'm going to go back and get the bit that's just one size smaller than this one. See, it's just a hair smaller now. And that's going to be fine. But see, this bit is not as long as the other one. By the time I put that into the drill, you see, and grab it, it's almost the same length as a screw. This is a 2-inch screw, see? So I'm going to try that first, and then if I still have an issue, I can take that out and use a 2.5-inch long screw, can I? So let's see here. Just make sure I still want to grab plenty on there. And I'm going to use the same holes as before, but I got to angle it now. I can't just go straight in, right? So in fact, I could take my scratch awl, the point, I could put that in there, kind of help direct it, maybe just a hair, a wee bit. Okay, now, you see, I couldn't do that with the door being up here, could I? And, boy, didn't really feel like I was hitting the wood back there, because I got to go 3/4 and then maybe up to a 1/2 inch. But that's all I can do with that drill bit, right? And the next thing is, I'm going to put my stool back over here. Get this back up in here. Getting old. This bottom one was tight. Ooh, see, I had it on high. You never want to get it on high and try to ram it in, because then you'll have the same issue that I have with the other two. You'll start spinning it. See, that one's still tight. Okay. Now I got that on low. Got the same head size, and I'm going to put that in at an angle. This is a 2-inch. Let's see if I can hit anything. Well, I think I did it. I think I got it in far enough. And the issue you're going to have is the very edge of that screw is out just beyond there a little bit, and there's not much you can do if you're not putting it straight in, if you're going to put it in at an angle. You know, the things you got to put up with. Here's 2-inch. Now see, this one's out further than that one, so if anything, I might not be able to grab much of the 2x4 from here, so that's why I might have to use a 2.5-inch screw here. I think I got it. See, you see there, that means I've kind of messed up the threads, so I may not be able to use this screw anymore because it's all jacked up. Can't get it tight. But now that I got it in there all the way, I can use a new screw. Let's just see what happens with that. I think I might just have to live with that. And if I wanted, that doesn't look too bad. When the door closes, I don't think it's going to hit those screws. Now I could take a crummy putty knife. Let's see. See this putty knife? Look how much I scraped on it. This used to be square and it's a nice thick one. I could put that on there and hit it. And that's kind of push that edge in just a tinge. Way better than it was before. Now you can't really tighten this. I already had it tight, but you can't tighten it much or else you're gonna have to flatten that out again, okay? I like that. That's pretty close actually, since I did that. Okay, all right, I'll buy that. Okay, take my putty knife on there again. And that's just flattening, that's kind of taking the head and kind of, there. Now push that in just a bit from there. It still looks pretty good though. And if I really wanted to, I could put a little caulking right there if I had to. Yeah, it's not enough to make an issue of anything. Okay, let's get you in there nice and tight. I'll show you how those screws look now. Okay, now here was the existing one, and here's the new ones. See, they almost are flat now. You could tell they're in at an angle because you see the little edge. And had I not done that, you would see that this edge would be raised out. In fact, maybe I'll show you that when I drill this one here. Okay. So now I'm going to check this hinge down here, and I think that was the only one. That's pretty good. Those two are good. I only got that one to mess with on that one. So I'm going to do that one next. And, let's leave the hinge on this time. I'm going to leave the hinge on and see what happens. I think I could leave that on as I drill that, don't you think? Let's try it. Whoops. Let's try it. I have to find my drill bit again. I'm not sure what happened. Well, here it is. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? See, it's kind of tricky. Go in at too much of an angle, and then once you feel it's set, then you can move it back. Right there. Now I can get it in there, right about there. You see though, if I had this off, I could get that drill bit in just a hair further. But let's see. I think the screw will still go in from that angle. We'll try and find out, shall we? I think it's got to be at this angle right here. Let's see. Okay, good. I got it snug. It worked. Now I can show you. If I don't whack it. Here's the two existing screws. Here's the one at an angle. See if I don't do anything, it sticks out.